What's up, Wayne here. Welcome back to another video. It's been a few weeks since I posted my last video. I ended up taking like a month off the bike because on my rest week I decided to not ride at all, and something happened to me. It's the third time it's happened to me, but this time I'm certain it's 100% cycle related. The last two times this episode happened to me, I went on vacation and I went scuba diving, got in a plane, so I was using different muscles. So anyways, what happened to me is on day 3 of not riding on my rest week, my legs started getting really tight, and I got this like burning sensation. It was almost like a lactic acid buildup, to where the pain in my legs, it came on kind of gradually. It wasn't like super bad on day 1, but by day 5, day 6, after not riding, it got to the point where my legs would just completely lock up. My quads would get like super hard, and if I would have just touched it like this, it just felt like steak knives going into my legs. And there was no relief. There was nothing I could do to relieve it other than put my legs perfectly straight. And then this happened for 2.5 weeks straight. I mean, it got to the point where the pain was so bad that I almost went to urgent care into the hospital probably like 3 times. I mean, I almost cried. I swear, the pain was that bad. And by no means am I a pussy. So the reason I'm making this video is to find out if anybody else has ever had this happen to them. I did some research on the forums, and I found one about people talking about this, and it seems like it does happen to people. It seems like it's pretty rare, and no one knows what the reason is. If it's like an enzyme deficiency or something like that, but from what it seems like is my body is overloading the glycogen to my legs, and then it's filling them up so much that the cells are like exploding or doing something. And like I said, the pain is it's absolutely unbearable. And walking down steps is way more painful than walking up steps. But when you're in the middle of an episode, excuse me, when you're in the middle of an episode, you're not walking anywhere. You know, many times I tried to walk my dog around the block, and I could make it to the end of my driveway, and then it would take me 5 minutes just to get back into the house. So yeah, like I said, if this has happened to you or anybody you've known, please direct them to this video and leave a comment down below, because I'd really like to know what happens. I called my doctor, and I was going to go to get a doctor's appointment, but you know, they're backed up for 5 weeks because of the COVID thing. And you know, he told me to go on a really light calorie diet, no carbs, and drink Schweppes for some reason. Said there was something that'll help. But I'm kind of thinking he was under the impression that it was like DOMS or just like muscle cramps, and it's 100% it is not cramps. I know what a cramp feels like, and it's not a cramp. It is an absolute 100%, feels like a lactic acid burn. It's a burn. There's no doubt about it. It feels like your leg is on fire. It feels like you got steak knives going right into your quads. So it happened in my quads, and it would happen to the outside of my quad, and then to the inside of my quad. And then if I left my legs perfectly still, you know, the pain would subside in probably, you know, 3-4 minutes. But if I used my legs at all, it would instantly come back. And then it went into my hamstrings. I got it a little bit, but basically the main part of it was in my quads. And it went into my glutes a little bit. It wasn't that bad though. It wasn't like my quads. And yeah, I'd definitely like to get to the bottom of this. So if anybody else this has ever happened to, like I said, man, please leave a comment down below, because I'd really like to get this sorted and find out what's going on with me. So if I ever take time off the bike again, I'm not going to be, you know, feel like I'm on my freaking deathbed and I want to chop my legs off at the hips, man. So 3 weeks. It was 3 weeks to the day that it stopped hurting to where I could ride. So it's a 3-week ordeal, man, and it's painful. You know, it's 100% painful. You're not riding your bike, you know, like people will just, you know, push through, you know, you got to work through it, you got to work through it. That's 100%. That can't happen. You just can't. If you can't move your legs, you can't work through it. You know, I tried getting on my bike on the trainer, and I couldn't even turn my legs over to the top of the pedal like this. There's no way. You know, I could not turn my leg over to get it to the top of the pedal. You know, and then like I said, I tried walking my dog around the block, and like twice I made it to the end of my driveway, and that was it. You know, there was not taking one more step unless I rested for 3-4 minutes to make the pain kind of go away, and then start over again, and then I'd get like 2-3 steps, and it would just instantly come back. So once again, man, if this has happened to you, or if it's happened to anybody else, please direct them to this video and leave a comment down below. I'd really like to find out what's going on with me and get this sorted. All right, take care, peace.